Okay, now let's start the application of equations. So in the applications of the equations, you're gonna face the verbal problems. So that verbal problems you're gonna translate in the what mathematical statement in the form of using the variable terms in the form of equations. Okay, you'll change in the form of equations using variable terms such as x, y, z, or a, b, c, d, etc. Okay, you can use x, y, z as a variables. So next one, then after we will be finding the unknown values of n quantities by solving the equations. After that, we will find out the values of the variable terms from the given questions. So let's do the exercise from the verbal problems. There is the first question, you can see there. The sum of two numbers is 50. If one of the number is 35, find the other numbers. You need to find out here the other numbers. First of all, you have to form this in the form of equation. That is mathematical statement form you have to change. So using the variable terms. I'm going to suppose here which one you need to find out. I'm gonna suppose here, that is find the others numbers. Okay, number one. So I'm gonna suppose here solution. You have to write here, you find the other numbers. We are gonna find out the other numbers. So you have to suppose, let the require number be x. So I've supposed here the variable terms as x. So we need to find out the other number. So that is the required number. I have mentioned here the required number. You can write here the let the other number be x also, no problem. So next is you need to form here equation according to the question. Now according to question means it's given by the questions. So we are going to form here the equation 1 mathematical statement. So there is given the sum of two number is 50 if one of them is 35. One of the number is given. So there is one number, first number is given. I'm giving it as a blank. Second number, let's say it's a 35, it's given. So you need to add these two numbers so that you will get the equal. That will be equals to will be 50. That's the question. Okay. According to the question, it says that if you add the two number, you'll get the 50. So one number is given 35, another number we don't know, we need to find out that. So that one we suppose as a x. So what will be here now? According to that question, your statement will be x plus 35 is equals to 50. So we need to find out this value. We need to solve it now here. So or x is equals to 50 minus 35. You have to switch this types of problem we have already done. So we are changing that statement, that verbal problems. Okay, verbal problems, it's given in the word. So that change to the statement form, and then after only you'll find out the value of that. Or what will be the value of x now? So 50 minus 35 is 50. Therefore, value of x is 15. See, this is your answer. So now don't leave your answer here. You need to write here the conclusion also. You can write here therefore or hence the required number is 15. Finished. So don't forget to write at the conclusion one, hence or therefore the required number is ... Okay, don't forget to write. So it's compulsory. We are doing the verbal problem. So in the verbal problems, you need to write properly. Don't do it directly. So moving forward to the next question, question number 2. So here I'm going to write here the solution. See. So the difference of two number is 16. If the greater number is 40, find the smaller number. You have to find out the smaller number. There is a greater number, two numbers. There is one is greater number. Another is smaller number. So the difference of greater and smaller is 16. So greater number it's given, that is 40. Smaller number it's not given, you need to suppose. So differentiate. While differentiating, always the greater number should be the front, smaller number will be the back. That means difference means you are going to subtract it. So after you subtract it or differentiate it, so you will get how much? It's a 16. You will get 16. So this one number we are going to find. So this one number you need to suppose it. So that will, the subtraction sign will be invented. Okay. So let me do here in process. Let the required number. Here also I'm going to write here required number, or you can write the required smaller number. There is a smaller number, so we can write here the smaller number be x. So now according to the question, here again you need to write here according to question, what will be here now? The 40 greater number should be front, greater number minus a smaller number, the differentiate of the greater and smaller, you'll get 16. This is that sentence is giving this statement. So this is a mathematical statement, equation changing. So now here you need to find out the value of x. So now you can switch the 40 to the next hand side, keeping the minus x. In front of x there is minus, so that's why minus. So I'm switching this one to next hand side. So minus 40 will be here, because in front of 40 there is a plus. There is an any sign, that means there is plus. So you will switch next hand side, that will be the minus. Or minus x is equals to, what will be here? Plus 16 is there. In front of 16 there is an n sign, that is plus. So minus 40. So plus minus minus, you need to subtract this. So what will be here? 40 minus 16 will be, what you will get? 24. You will get 24. So what will be the sign? If you see this one, in front of the 40 there is the minus sign. Yes, plus minus we have to do. So that's why I'm doing like this, subtraction with the bigger number by a smaller number. So then after, what you have to do, keeping the sign will be here with the minus 24. Why? Because of in front of greater number there is minus sign. So now this minus and this minus you can cancel it, so that it will be here like this. How it happens, how we can cancel minus and minus? They are the multiplication sign, or you can think that it's switching. So minus x is equals to minus 4. Once you switch this side, it will be positive 24. You switch this side, it will be positive x. So this can be written as x is equals to 24. Writing like this, a is equals to b, b is equals to a. It's similar. If I give you the more other example also, saying this one, how sir, a is equals to b or b is equals to a. So if you say like this, okay, if you compare with your friend, okay, if you compare with your friend, what you can see, he is my friend or I am his friend. Similar. So no changes. So therefore x is equals to 24. So moving to the next one, question number 3, I'm gonna just show you a statement only, forming the statement from this word problems from the given word. So I'm gonna form here the statement only, and the remaining finding the values you will do by yourself. So I'm going to do here directly the solution. I'll go give you the process, okay, the simple way of solving this, and you do by yourself. So there is a greater number. Let me give you the hint. You do it by yourself. There is a greater number you need to find out, and there is another smaller number as well. So greater number is this. We need to find out. We don't know. And a smaller number is here. So a smaller number is given, that is 10. So once you subtract these two, you will get, let me write this side, you will get 28. So this one you are going to find out. So that's why you will suppose it this. So your statement will be x minus 10 is equals to 28. Now you do it properly. Let the required greater number be x. Now according to the questions, x minus 10 is equals to 28, and find out the value of x. At last, don't forget to write the hence. Please do it by yourself. So now moving to the next question. Question number 4. So there is a 3 number we have already done. There is again 3. So this one, let me do it. This one also 3 ones from here. So there are altogether 12 students. It's no total, 32, sorry. So there are altogether 32 students in a class and 18 of them are girls. There are 18 of them are girls. Find the number of boys. You need to find out the number of boys. This one is very easy. So let me solve it here. It will be more clear. They require number of boys be x. So I suppose the required number of boys be x, and there is now, let me form it here. So total number of student, that is equals to number of boys plus girls. We know that actually there are the girls and boys only. So the total number is 32. So boys we need to find out, if you suppose it x, and this number of girls is given 18. So can't you find out the number of boys now with this statement? We can find out. So same thing I'm going to do it here. According to question, x plus total number of boys plus total number of girls equals to 32. Now let's find the value of x. X is equals to 32 minus 18. So or x is equals to how much you will get? 14. See, you can do it like this also. Minus, that means there is carry 1. So 12 will be, so there will be 4. There is 2 remaining. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So it's a 14. So hence the require number of boys is 14. This is your answer. Finished. So you can do it in this way. So you may feel the problem in the question number 4. So I'll explain you. See, in question number 4, solution. First of all, you read out the question first. There are 3 more boys than girls in a class. 3 more boys than girls. So suppose there are 12 girls, then boys will be 3 more. That means 12 plus 3. 12 plus 3. So I'm just supposing this, right? It's not 12 actually. So just see here, and the total will be, sum of these two will give 33. 33. Find the number of girls and number of boys. So while supposing, you have to suppose it as this one as a girls as x, then this will be the boys will be the x plus 3. This will give equals to the, if you add these two, both number of girls, number of boys, then that you will get 33. That's the meaning. So it's also very easy. So let me solve it here. So the process will be like this. The require number of girls be x, then the number of boys, see, boys will be, what will be x plus 3, because 3 more no than girls. Girls ma bhanda 3 jana badi cha, boys ma bhanepachi 3 jana jodnu paryo. So that's why adding. Suppose if you suppose the boys, then you need to reduce the girls. X say boys like suppose गर्यो भने girls मा के हुनु पर्यो x minus 3 गर्नु पर्यो. एउटै कुरा हो. उसमा घटाऊ या उसमा जोड. Now according to question के गर्नु पर्यो now? So just see here, you need to add number of boys plus number of girls. Sorry, number of girls plus number of boys. The x is girl, no? So number of girl plus number of boys is equals to 33. It's a given there because the total number of students is 38. Now remove the bracket here. There's a plus sign, so no sign changes. You can remove directly, keeping the sign as it is. So what will be here now? 2x is equals to 33 minus 3, or x is equals to 30. There is 2 that goes to this side, that will divide. Now after subtracting only you will divide. I have done here directly. Now what will be here now? X is equals to 15. Number of girls is 15. Now you need to find the number of boys. Again we have supposed that number of boys is x plus 3, that is equals to 15 plus 3 is 18. See, at last, hence the required number of boys and girls are, boys is 18 and girls is 15 respectively. See, this 18 is for font, there is written boys, so for boys, and then later after and there is written girls, so that is for girl. Okay, so you don't forget to write there respectively as well. So moving to the 5 number, it's similar. So there you need to reduce only the two less. There are 2 less boys than the girls. 2 less. So I'll just create here the equations only. You do by yourself this one. So in the same question, I'm gonna do this. So 5 number, you have to write this, suppose as a girl as a x. So there will be the less boys, that is by 2. So you will subtract. So total number of girls is suppose same. I'll give you the example, 12. Then 2 less than girl, that means 2 less, that means 12 minus 2 you have to do. That will be the 10 actually. Yes, that will be the 10. Sorry, this will be actually the 10. Yes, 2 less, no? 10 is the 2 less than 12. So with that concept, you have to suppose as a girls as a x and boys you will get x minus 2. So now the equations will be, I'm going to show you only the equations. You do it in process as I have explained before. So x plus x minus 2 is equals to, there is given number of boys plus number of girls equals to 34. This is the total number of students. There is given the total number of students. So in this way you can do it. So solve the question number 5. Moving to the next question.